What's up, you guys? We picked up this beaut at LA Sports Cards. Shout out Henry for the awesome deal. If you guys get a chance to go to Burbank and Los Angeles, make sure and visit Henry. Tell him Tim sent you. But once we pull the card out, you look at this back corner. Needs to be straightened just a little bit. You can see it's kind of pushed over. So we're going to try and get that fixed up. Maybe try and get that other corner flattened just a little bit. And then the front of the card definitely needs to be polished. There's a smudge down here. So let's see what we can do to get this bad boy into a little bit better shape. Again, we appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If you enjoy videos like this, please like and share, comment, any questions, concerns you have. First thing we're going to do is get out a little bit of Kurt's Card Care. You zoom out just a hair and just take one spray to the tip of the brush. Usually more than enough. We want to get something to hold the card with. And then we just get in there and want to polish the card up. Just a nice little light coating. Don't have to push too hard. You guys are really going to be able to see this one shine once we get through with it. Get all those smudges out. Just be super gentle with the corners. Once we get a light coating, set that to the side. Get our little cotton swab. All that excess moisture off. If you guys don't already follow us on socials, check us out on Instagram, TikTok at Tilted Sports Cards. Nice little dampening, and we'll take our microfiber cloth. Get the excess off. And we're going to come back over it and polish it, but you can already tell it's looking a lot better. Do the same thing to the back side. Should already have a... Might need a little bit more juice. One spray is usually all you need. And then we want to stay away from the numbers. I think there's an alcohol-based solution. We just want to get the fingerprints and the smudges off, but we don't want to damage the card. And I've noticed with some cards, if you hit it with Kurt's Card Spray, it'll take the gold foil off of the numbers. Could have just been lightly pressed numbers too. And we're going to get that all nice and cleaned up. Get all the excess off. Try and polish around the numbers. There we go. Beautiful. Be gentle with those corners. Little smudges out. Always want to wipe away from the corners. And then this little guy down here, we might have to do a little bit of surgery. This shouldn't be too difficult. We just want to get the knife underneath the little plastic edge. All right, now we got it lifted a little bit. We're gonna get it just a little bit moist. Might be a better way to do this. Let me see if I can get this guy. I'm gonna use a Q-tip. Show you guys what I'm doing here. I'm gonna take this top off. Set this in our little jar. And then we're going to get this guy a little bit extra wet. Just enough to get a little drip. Hit that drip right on the corner. And the goal is trying to get that liquid underneath that little plastic edge. Just enough to where when we press it, it sticks down. Get you guys a little bit better view of that. There we go. We got it set back anyways, and it's a little bit wet, but we're going to put it in the press. Go ahead and get her polished before we do that. So she got a little bit of juice to stick together now. All right, now we're gonna take our, actually we're gonna try this new stuff. Actually, we'll hit the bag first. What we got? Kurt's Card Care Plastic Recovery. Not sure what we got. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to come back to that one. We'll just get a little bit out. It's not working too great. Looks like we need a new plastic tube in there, so we'll just get a little bit on the end. Oh, there we go. Let me give it a shot. They're lightly polished. All right, get her nice and good on there. Take our cotton cloth, the excess off, polish it in good. Flip sides. There we go. When we got the excess off, we'll take our microfiber little glove and polish her up a bit. All right. Got the back pretty clean. Look at that. Not bad. That corner we're working on, you'll see that in the future. Get this guy flipped over. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the front side. A little bit more of our polish here. Just a hair, just a smidge. And on our utensil, there we go, just a little bit here. And just polish her in. Try and get rid of those surface scratches. Gentle with them corners. This is my first time using the polish. Normally I use the wax. I'm excited to see how this is going to make this guy shine. Might even wax it after we get finished with this and after we get her out of the press to fix that corner. Gentle with them corners, guys. All right, let her sit for just a second. I'm gonna wipe that excess off. Start with the corner. Get our clean cotton swab. Work our way out. That's a good start. Take our microfiber. Got a few more. There we go. There we go, guys. That's what the after looks like. Boy, that stuff works good. Shout out Kurt's Card Care. Like I said, we might hit it with some wax after we're finished here. Now that we got her dialed in, cleaned up, just want to flatten that corner out. Looks like it may have raised up a little bit. this here. Try not to get my fingerprints on it, and we just want to flatten that guy out. All right, I think we got him flattened down. You know, we just want to get him in there and pressed before that moisture dries. So we get him like that. We're going to take our other mat. We're going to go in this direction. We're going to start here and work him this direction to make sure he stays laid down flat. Throw this on the top. Maybe should have started with the glass on the bottom, but that's okay. This guy on the bottom. There we go, and then we just want to get some pressure on it and let that wet corner dry while it's being clamped down, and then hopefully whenever we pull it out of the clamps, that corner will be stuck down, and you'll never be able to have noticed that it was ever lifted. And keep these guys on the edge so we don't indent the cord at all. There we go, there we go. We will come back here in about 24 hours after we let this guy dry, and we will update you with the progress. All right, what's up, guys? We're back for day 2 of the LeBron refractor. Let's go ahead and pull it out and see how we're looking. Put this here. We have an improvement. I don't know about it. Let's get out the old magnifying glass and take a look. Well, that was okay. Well, at least we got the edge folded back down. Now we just want to tighten it up a little bit, I think. So we'll take out our trusty tool, get this out of the way, and we'll start working on it a little. Try and work it in just a hair. Try not to damage the card in the process. And that's better than it was anyways. Now that we got it laid down, we just need to press it flat. So we're going to take them pads out of there. Ouch. And then try and flatten it out. All right, we're going to go right here. Right here. We're trying to evenly distribute the pressure. Right here. And right here. And we're going to let that bad boy sit in there. Might need a heat press for this. We're going to let that guy sit in there overnight. I probably shouldn't have hit it with that tool. I don't want to damage the card. Next investment might have to be a heat press, but here we go. Not looking terrible, not looking great yet. All right, we'll come back to you in 24 hours, see if this helps. What's up, you guys? All right, so we actually took this guy out and polished him up a bit yesterday before we put him back in here and clamped him down for the corner. But there is our corner finally pressed. We're gonna go ahead and take him out of the clamps. Maybe give him one more final polish before we submit to PSA. I'm not expecting anything crazy. Definitely won't gem, but maybe we can get an 8 or even a 9 out of it. Here we go. Cut out. Lay down, and it looks like we got the majority of the scratches out. There is a little bit of surface scratching left right there on the top above the top's chrome, and then a little bit, there was a good one to the left of the J. We got that one out. So let's go ahead and hit it with one more coat. While I got you guys here, then we'll get it sleeved up and then placed in the semi-rigid, and then we'll get her submitted off to PSA, and I'll definitely show you guys the grade on that as well whenever we get it back. And I appreciate you guys for stopping in and joining the process. If you guys like videos like this, please like and subscribe. We're gonna try and bring more to you. Anything we can do to help the hobby that is so freely given so much. All right, and just so you guys know exactly what we're using Kurt's Card Care Recovery to take out those surface scratches. And we just want to make light little circular passes, and then just hit it a few times. Nice and polished in. Actually gonna grab a little bit more here, so we can get those scratches filled in pretty good before we buff them out. Let me know in the comments what you guys are into collecting. If there's any videos that you guys are interested in, any specific types of cards you'd like to see get repaired. I'd say this might be one of the more challenging ones just because the surface is so reflective. And it's colorful too, so not only do we have to bring the colors to a bright vibrancy, we also have to make sure that surface is scratch free and well polished. Let's go over this a couple more times. The goal is to try and get those scratches filled in and then buffed out. And I'm going super, super, super lightly. Alright, that should be a good start. Let's go ahead and get her wiped off. We'll use the cotton swab first. Alrighty, that seems to look better. We'll swap here. That stuff brings out such a crazy shine. There we go. Everything cleaned up nice. Still see a little bit of a surface scratch below the A. Maybe we'll polish it one more time. See if we can get just a little bit more luster on that. Really want to get all of the scratches out so that way the surface is at least perfect as possible. So let's hit her one more time. Trying to fill in those abrasions. Yeah. It might be about as clean as we're going to be able to get her. Such a crazy shine. Beautiful, beautiful car. So we're going to do this number here. I just want to wipe off the edges. Let's go ahead and show you guys that back corner. We got the plastic, the clear cover folded back down as good as we possibly could. And there we go, guys. There is our finished product. We're gonna get that top loaded, penny sleeved, and put in a semi-rigid and sent out to PSA. We will give you guys an update with what she comes back with a grade. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Follow Tilted Panda, check out all of our socials, and we will see you on the next video.